guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Nicole, and today we're doing the super warm orangey bronzy look. To begin, we're using this baby skin Maybelline pore refining like primer type of thing just to set the base, start the base. And for my foundation, I'm using this mixture between the Morphe, it's a matte foundation, I always forget the name of it, it's in the description, I'll link everything down below as usual. But this is a mixture between that Morphe foundation and the Maybelline Fit Me, and I just start with the outer parts of my face first and then put a little bit of a lighter foundation on the inside. And then with a concealer that matches my skin, this is a Catrice one, I just kind of like even out the base. And to highlight my eyes, my under eyes, I use this Collection Lasting Perfection concealer in the shade Fair 5. And I just like, you know, try to brighten on the inside of my eye to make me look a little bit more awake. Now this is a little tip, I'm using the Rival Hearts Me compact powder just to set under my eyes in like the main T-zone areas where I would crease. And then I go in with the RCMA loose powder. This just helps any of the eyeshadow fallout to fall on there and not on the actual fresh foundation. And it also makes the matte under eye section like really matte, obviously. Anyway, to contour I'm using these Anastasia Beverly Hills contour powders in the shade Fawn and just a little angled eye brush for my nose, as you can see there. I speed this up a lot because it's just a base, it's just a bit boring, so I'm just showing you how I like bake and use the RCMA powder right there. And then for the fun and juicy part, I'm using the P. Louise Rumor base in shade 0.5, sorry, I forgot there for a second. And yeah, this is just prepping the lids to intensify the eye color and to make it a little bit more long wearing. And then I'm using the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill Vault. I think I'm using the Ring the Alarm, I think it's this one, and then the Armed and Gorgeous palette. And to begin, I'm gonna kind of like map out where I want the darkness first, which isn't what I usually would do. I would first apply a light color to kind of do a transition shade with a really fluffy brush, but I'm doing the opposite. I'm doing it the other way around, so going from darkest to lightest, and I'm just kind of like sketching, mapping out the shape of where I want the darkness to be. This can be very messy, don't worry. Everything's gonna be blended out with this shade right here, which is like a nice, like, I would want to say autumnal leaf brown, like, you know, leafy brown. As usual, I'll leave the links to all the products down below, but anyway, I'm using a fluffy brush to blend this out. As you can see, windshield wipe promotions left and right to kind of just blend the shape out a little bit more, and then going in with a burnt orange, beautiful shade right there. That's when I'm going to start diffusing the thing, because that's the theme of the color. Like, I want it to be burnt orange, brick orange, like that kind of vibe, but also have like some tones that intensify a little bit more, and like a yellow. That's the main like transition shade, I want to say. It's just a mustard yellow from the Armed and Gorgeous palette, and I grab a smaller brush. There's a peaches and cream brush. I forget the names of this, the numbers of this, but yeah, it's just a teeny brush, and I just go from yellow, the light color on the inner corner, to this like orangey, to kind of blend the dark shades into the yellow. As you can see there, you can see a lot better in that eye. And yeah, I kind of just go back and forth between these shades, and then to blend and mesh everything together, I grab this other orange shade with a big fluffy brush to kind of diffuse it upwards, because my eyes are semi-hooded, and I kind of do need the help there. And then with a clean, nothing on the brush, no eyeshadow, I just blend the outer corners so it doesn't get too muddy or runs up to my brow. But that's basically just the matte shades done. And then with the shimmery shades, I'm just using a copper. You can use any coppery orangey shade as a base, because I do want this, like I said, I want this to be an orange based eyeshadow look with the darker tones on the outer corner, kind of mapping out the shape, and then the yellow on the inside. That's the whole idea of this. To make it more of a 3D kind of look, I grabbed this I don't even know how to describe this shade, but this shade on the inner corner to give it a little bit more dimension. Again, blend out with a tiny fluffy brush. It doesn't have anything on it. I'm just blending out with whatever is left on the brush bristles. And yeah, I just go back and forth. And then I go in with this like I would describe it as a 24 karat gold type of shade to intensify the middle of my eye. So when light hits it, it kind of creates this halo spotlight effect, and it doesn't look like just one flat shimmer color. It has like multi-dimension into it, if that makes any sense. So that was what I was going for. I wanted to make it very subtle though. I didn't want it to be intense, so I just packed it on top of the other shades. And then blending everything out, I'm going to go back again with the same steps that I did before, but just on the outer corner / the under eye area. So I'm going to give myself like a winged out brown look. I do not want to go for a liner or anything like that. I still want it to be smoky, but I want it to have a little bit more definition than to just blend it out into like a V angled shape, if that makes any sense. So I grab this angled eye brush and then I also place it on the inner corner. I do not touch the center, if you can see there. And then a little tip I have for you guys, if you have any eyeshadow fallout and you already did your base, grab a, you know, the powder that you use to set your under eyes, bake with that. So set a lot of powder intentionally and then wipe it off with more powder. That's the key to the equation here. So you don't rub the powder and blend it into your skin. Anyway, as you saw, I put a little bit of brown liner on my top and bottom waterline, and then I'm going to mimic what I did on the top in the bottom. So I go from the darkest to lightest shade. I try to tight line this and put it as closest to my waterline as possible to kind of like just blend out that brown eyeliner, and then ombre that outward. So I'm going to grab a lighter brown and just kind of match it to the liner so it just gets a little bit more diffused and blended as it is, and I'm just going to try to match that all over, and then grab a lighter orange, so the burnt orange, the main character here, and just tap it on the outside. I don't want it to get too far down, but I want the colors kind of like to just blend into each other outward. What I really want to stand out is the yellow, like when we apply that. So that's this brush right here. This is like a brighter orange with nothing on it. And then I grab the yellow shade and I try to like pack that on, especially in the inner corner, because that's where I wanted the shadow to be seen most. So yeah, grabbing that orange shade that I used before and just trying to blend the darker with the yellow shade together, just like how I did in the inner corner at the top. I'm just going to do the same there. So like I said, mimicking from what we did on top to the bottom. Again, grabbing a clean brush, did not have anything on it, just trying to blend everything out, and then curl my eyelashes as per usual. This is a vital step for me because I have eyelashes that point downwards. So if you want to wear falsies, you have to curl them. But today I decided not to, and I just decided to apply my trusty L'Oreal Lash Paradise waterproof mascara, as you can see there. And then I'm going to move back to the rest of the face now that the rest of the eyes are done and I don't have anything on it. So this is the Rival Hearts Me Sun Powder. It's in the shade 01, I think, matte. I don't know, it's the first shade. And then I grab this apricot blush. I think apricot blush is an all year rounder. You cannot go wrong with an apricot peachy colored blush. And I just put that all over the place to give myself some kind of sheen and color. And then with the Becca Cosmetics Opal Shimmering Skin Perfector, the highlighter that I flippin' love the most, and sadly that they're going to discontinue, I go and highlight all over my face. And then for lips, I grab the Maybelline Stay Matte Ink liquid lipsticks. This one smells like a chai latte. That's why I smelled it at the beginning. I want to show you. It has a different lid, as you can see there. It's Chai Genius, I think. 260 Chai Genius? I'm not sure, 255. And then that's the name of it. And then I go in with a lighter shade right there to kind of make it like an ombre, and that's in the shade 50, 55, something like that. I'll link it down below. I always forget and get confused between the shades with this. But then I go do like the last part, which I did this in the weirdest order. I usually do my brows first or last for some reason when I do makeup like this, and I'm just filling in my brows with a brow pencil and going back and forth, brushing them till I get the blended effect. And then this is the Got to Be Glued Schwarzkopf glue, like gel. Use it for hair, but I depotted it into this spoolie decanter thing and it works miraculously, so much quicker, so much faster, much more effective. Then as usual, I clean up around and make sure everything is like in the place that I want it to be, go back and forth, fill any gaps, and then set my makeup with this Essence setting spray that I depotted into this MAC Parfum Prime. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye!